Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. All right, Sag, this is your weekly horoscope, and the new moon is in the area of finances and confidence. So this is very positive. It feels like areas that you might have been not as confident, you are suddenly getting a big boost of confidence and an opportunity to start again with the way that you value yourself. Now, Sag and Geminis are dealing with these eclipse cycles that have been going on since the middle of 2020, and they're kind of unsettling and chaotic, and they feel like they kind of discombobulate you, right? With this new moon in Capricorn is kind of a grounding vibe. It's almost like realizing your own personal power, realizing what you have to offer is pretty significant, and kind of giving yourself a moment of congratulations that you have survived something. Maybe you have survived a real test of your own belief in yourself or confidence. I mean, that second house, when it gets hit really heavily like it was in 2020, it can be a real crisis of confidence. That may have been your cross to bear last year, Sagittarius, and now this year you're actually getting the reward for all the hard work you did on yourself last year. So this new moon kind of sets some of that in motion. Maybe things are beginning to turn in your favor where money is concerned, where your confidence is concerned, where your sense of self-respect is concerned. Now, the squaring of Mars to this, Saturn in the third house feels like you're still thinking hard about some things, but you're a little bit more optimistic about the future. You're a little bit more optimistic about what's possible. And yet there's some sort of blockage. Maybe your routines get changed up. Maybe something happens. Like this would be like a lockdown, maybe a lockdown. I don't know, this could be like you're moving along, things are going pretty well, and then you have to stop. Again, this is a temporary vibe, but it could be frustrating for you. It could be that your ideas you can't move them forward at work. So for you, Sag, this is happening in your routines. It's a blockage between your day-to-day routines and your health and well-being. It could be stress. This could be a stress thing, that your ideas are getting blocked, maybe because you're burned out. Maybe you're just stressed out and anxious because of what's going on in the world, and who would blame you? The Jupiter alignment with Mercury does bring a tremendous amount of intellectual activity for you. So you could be especially hungry for learning now, hungry for information, and on overdrive. Maybe it's a good time for you to do some writing, some journaling, to get everything out, because otherwise it could cause quite a bit of anxiety and stress. So the more, I would say, Sag, the more that you can have some conversations and work through some of this information overload, the less stressed out I think you'll be. I do want you to be careful. Sag. The Mars square to Saturn with Uranus in the background, that's kind of a signature for accidents. So you want to take it slow. Sag, you tend to move pretty all over the place. Sag can be kind of all over the place when they get motivated. And with that Jupiter and Mercury, you're very motivated. Maybe you're doing a lot of running around and you get distracted and have an accident. So this week, Sag, your assignment is to go slow, to go baby steps, to not overload yourself with tasks, to not overload yourself with errands, but to take it slow. Okay. Because I think there's a likelihood you could get into an accident, like a fender bender around the corner from your house, or you trip and fall over the stairs, or, little things like that around, that can turn into really big things.